Schwartz here from TGT Media at Motor City Comic Con, joined today by the Oceanverse creator, Mike. How are you doing today, Mike?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderful. You know, this is a great convention here. This is the first time I've ever been here.
Okay.
You know, why did you want to come to Motor City?
Well, this is actually the second time I've set up. Last time was 2 years ago, and I think it's kind of a no-brainer to set up here because it's definitely the biggest one in the area, and being a 3-day show, it's got a lot of people coming, and based on the early attendance figures that I heard, there's going to be a lot of people coming today and all weekend. So yeah, I just wanted to set up. I got my new book out, so I thought it'd be a great time to get it in front of a lot of people's eyes.
You know, everyone has a favorite influence of theirs throughout their life, something that really set them on their path.
Mm-hmm.
What was your major influence?
I mean, there's so many, but I think Will Eisner really kind of keeps. I keep going back to him because when you look at the stuff that he did in the 40s, he was doing things that people don't even do now, as far as page layout or just like little innovations in cartooning, and it's cool to see historically that he was and his contemporaries were making up the rules. You know, a lot of the comics that we do and a lot of the cartooning is kind of bound by rules that they set. So it's good to see him and Winsor McKay and all the old comic strip guys, you know, to see like they're setting the groundwork, they're setting the rules, and I think it's good to go back to see what they were doing and keep learning from those guys, because you know we have a template, but they didn't. I think it's kind of good to have that sense of creation that they had back then.
You know, the next generation obviously is going to be here. You know, you're going to get them looking at your work and everything like that. You know, what advice do you have for that generation that's coming up that they can improve?
Oh man, I mean, it's like the future's wide open for them as far as I mean, like the job I just did doing working on an ebook. I colored everything on my iPad with a stylus pen and everything, and I was able to talk with the collaborator and everything, like do everything through that. So I think really with apps and the technology offered, there's so much that they can do, and so much that there's almost nothing that they can be limited by, which sometimes, you know, it's kind of good to work within constraints, but given what's before them, you just gotta stick to it, find out your goal, what you want to do, and there's pretty much everything's afforded to you. You can work on it however you want.
You know, once the convention closes, what personal experiences are you going to take away from it?
I always like if I do a drawing for someone that they really like I just did a show last weekend down in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and he came to me and said, you know, draw any Bronze Age Marvel character, and I was like, okay, and I drew the Human Fly. You know, this really obscure character that I've read a few issues, and it's just goofy as heck. And when I gave it to him, he freaked out. He just yelled. He's like, you couldn't have picked a better character. Like he just bought the entire run of it. He read it as a kid, and you know that made his day. I think he's going to be at the show too. He might be buying a book. So yeah, and just having a connection with my work and people getting happy off of that. That's really what I'm looking for this weekend.
Wonderful. You know, thanks a lot, Mike, for your time. I know you're going to have a great convention. There are already people filtering in.
Yeah, they're starting to pour in. So
thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Great, thank you.